To Roding Valley High School and welcome to our Year 6 Virtual Parent Transition Evening 2020. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sharon Jenner and I'm delighted to be the head teacher. I've been in the senior leadership team here for the last 9 years and I'm delighted to have been in the position to lead the school for the last 4. I obviously had really wanted to do this in person and had been so excited about welcoming you all to the Roding Valley community. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has put a stop to that and has definitely changed the way that we are all interacting at this present time. However, it has not changed us and it has not changed what we stand for. During this period, we have remained committed to the education and welfare of all our students. We've offered a full remote curriculum to them, which has evolved over time given the parental and student feedback that we have received. We are a Google school and all my teachers have fully embraced the technology that's been offered. I really hope that we will be back to normal, or at least that we will adopt a new normal in September. Whatever way, your child can expect a really big welcome from us and our full support at the start of their journey. So what will September look like? The honest answer is, at this stage, I really don't know. But at the moment, we are putting in a huge amount of safety procedures as we welcome back our Year 10s and 12s for their one-to-one meetings. What I can reassure you is that we will do everything that we can to ensure the safety of our community and encourage good hygiene throughout the school. There will also have to be a logistical change to accommodate social distancing, and I really need you to consider and to start to prepare yourself that your child may not be in school every day. I do appreciate that this may be a strange start to their secondary schooling, but hopefully it will fade into insignificance as they continue their 7-year journey with us. We will work incredibly hard to support them both emotionally and address all the gaps in their knowledge that may have been there from any time that they've had out of school. That choosing Roding Valley High School was a massive decision in your child's life, but I also know that it was the right choice for your child. I'm also a mother of 3 children myself, and I really understand how important it is that you send your child to a school that is going to allow them to flourish, that they're going to be happy at, and that they will achieve their potential. My staff here have always shown great passion and resilience, especially in these recent times, and have always demonstrated a real tangible sense of caring for all our students. I know that your child will be really happy here at Roding Valley High School. So what type of school are you joining? The school has experienced significant improvements over the last 3 years, and this was evidenced by our outstanding best ever GCSE results that the school achieved last year. The students this year were actually on track to achieve even better. Our maths and English results remain significantly above both national and Essex averages. I trust that these graphs speak for themselves when they show the level of achievement here at the school. The blue bar representing the outstanding attainment of our students in English and maths at grade 4 and 5, the national benchmark. Results in science were also way above national and Essex averages, and we were classed as one of the most improved schools in Essex for attainment and progress in 2019. We had more students achieving grade 9s across all our subjects than many other schools. All this provides further validity to the success of our challenge enrichment and our Teach to the Top, and I'm delighted that you are joining us at this point in time. 3 years ago, we set a new school vision, and that vision was to become the school of choice for our local community. I'm delighted that this year your child will join a community and a cohort that is massively oversubscribed with a large waiting list. Please do take the time to look at our 7-year journey, which is on the screen now. Each milestone, a goal for each student to achieve by the end of each academic year. This includes the enrichment opportunities we will encourage, things like have an opportunity to be a school leader, go on a school trip abroad, receive an award, play a musical instrument, support a community event, opportunities to build independence, so important in this transition from primary school. This all forms part of our very successful Building Character curriculum. Behaviour policy is to ensure that conduct in lessons and around the school site is exemplary. We've moved to a far more positive approach, and we call it the Positive Action for Learning framework, which is built upon us having really high expectations and mutual respect between staff and our students. We start from a really positive position, and we will always assume that students are going to behave in a way that we want them to. There are very clear consequences and a 6-to-1 ratio of celebrating success compared to issuing a sanction. But Please do expect the school to contact you if your child is not conforming to our incredibly high expectations. We have created a bespoke teaching and learning framework which we call ACED. These are the elements of any lesson or learning experience that we believe should be there to ensure ultimate success. We also recognise that every single child is different and every child will have a different starting point and different needs. The 3 questions that I'll always ask if I'm visiting a classroom is 1, are the students being challenged? Are they all being encouraged to be independent learners and to make really good progress? And are they at least engaged and at best inspired? Here at Roding Valley, we do teach in groups of extension, core and support. However, our new Year 7s may have an initial period before we can fully assess them. Every subject has a skills map which is published on our website, which clearly demonstrates the progression of skills that are required. This has been a really invaluable tool, especially during this period of remote learning. On the screen behind me, I have listed some of the key initiatives that I would expect to see under our ACED framework in every lesson here at Roding Valley High School. We recognise the importance of literacy and have launched a number of initiatives which are now fully embedded across our curriculum. This includes a strong focus on academic reading. Drop Everything and Read and Drop Everything and Write are at the heart of these initiatives. We have huge success in our sixth form at the extended project qualification, which leads into university. But for the last 6 years, we've hosted a version of this in the lower school. Some of the work that has been produced for this showcase has been absolutely amazing and at such a high standard. Please do encourage your child to get involved. These are great opportunities for them to showcase themselves. We have a thriving house system, and this will allow your child access to participate in numerous competitions such as sport, reading and photography. It is a vertical system and it is led by our sixth form captains, which allows students to mix with all different ages, which is a great support on transition. Your child will also have the opportunity to be a house leader in Year 7. I believe that good communication is key to success, us all working together to support your child. Can I ask all parents to download the EduLink app, our main form of communications? We will be sending you an activation email. I would also like you, please, to log on and follow us on the main school Twitter and Instagram. You can see the details here on the screen behind me. And please do check out the website. There's a huge wealth of information on there to support you. We do offer 2 languages, French and Spanish. We will split the children into 2 streams, but if you have a specific preference, then please do email Mr. Mammon, as it says on the screen behind me. So much for listening to me, and I hope that that's shared a little bit of how I feel about this wonderful community that you are going to be joining. Now I think it's really important that I introduce you to some of the key people that will be working alongside your children during the next year and to take them through their journey here at Roding Valley High School.
My name is Sam Dyer and I'm one of the 2 deputy head teachers. I am responsible for character and culture across the school, which includes behaviour and expectations. As the safeguarding lead, I also work very closely with Miss Reid and Mr. Price on ensuring the safety and well-being of all our students. I will look forward to meeting you all in September.
Hello, my name is Rob Mammon and I'm one of the 2 deputy head teachers here at Roding Valley. I am responsible for the curriculum and student progress. I work with the subject leaders to ensure that you learn well, make good progress and achieve your potential. And I look forward to meeting you in September.
Hello, I'm Tom Price, Assistant Head Teacher in charge of Student Wellbeing and Behaviour. I'm also overseeing the transition process. I know the transition process from primary to secondary is a difficult time for both students and parents, and I hope that everything we're doing at Roding Valley eases this process for you all. I look forward to meeting you all in person as soon as possible.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Tarantini Moore, and I'm the Senko here at Roding Valley High School. We have a lot of things in our team which will help you to be successful at Roding Valley. We can help you at lunchtime with your homework, in class. We look forward to seeing you in September, and we hope you have a good summer. Take care.
My name is Hannah Reid and I'm a Year Progress Leader here at Roding Valley High School. I have been a teacher at Roding Valley for 4.5 years now and have had the privilege to oversee our current Year 11 cohort through their journey from Year 8. I'm now extremely excited to welcome our new cohort of Year 7s to the school as their progress leader. I would firstly like to introduce you to Anthony. Who better to tell you about life at Roding Valley than one of our current Year 7 students?
Good evening and welcome to Roding Valley's first virtual transition evening. My name is Anthony Blackledge and I'm a student voice representative for Year 7. I'm going to tell you about my transition from primary school to Roding Valley High School. I know that changing from primary school to secondary school can be a daunting prospect. However, here at Roding Valley, the teachers, staff and pupils support you every step of the way. On the first day of the new term, you come into school one day earlier so that you can settle into the new environment. When I started, I was very nervous about getting to lessons on time, but they give you plenty of time to get into class. Finding my way around the school made me worry, and at first I thought it would take months to learn my way around. I actually learnt my way around the school in a week. There are always people to ask if you need help. Lunchtimes are great at Roding Valley. There are a lot of food choices. Fish and chips on a Friday is my favourite, and you get to pay with your thumb. There are a variety of lessons that I like: maths, science, music, art and Spanish. All of these lessons you have once or more each week. Roding Valley has excellent facilities for all of these lessons and it is very organised as each subject has its own area. I really enjoy using the equipment in the music studio and the sports facilities are amazing. Remember to bring your AstroTurf trainers. The school sends out a weekly bulletin to students and parents, celebrating great work and keeping you up to date with important information. If you have done a really good piece of work, your name and sometimes your photo appears in print, like you are famous. I'm really enjoying my time here at Roding Valley and I'm proud to be a student here. I hope that you enjoy your Year 7 journey as much as me.
As Year Progress Leader to Year 7, I have two main roles. The first one is to ensure that the transition from primary to secondary school is as smooth as possible. The second one is to ensure that all students are able to progress, learn and develop in a happy, safe environment. Due to the current situation, our transition process will be slightly different. However, we will endeavour to make it as smooth as possible for students. As part of the transition process, we are firstly holding this virtual transition evening to provide students and parents an insight into Roding Valley High School and all the relevant information you require. In the coming weeks, we'll be sharing a virtual tour of our school, which will give pupils the opportunity to have another tour of the school and how it will look when they join us in September. Finally, we will be liaising with primary schools to gather information and gain prior knowledge of students' individual needs. As part of our transition process, we have put together a fantastic Year 7 transition booklet, a resource that students are expected to complete over the summer break and should now have been received via email. The booklet provides a small taste of all the amazing subjects that Year 7 students will study when starting in September. If students are struggling with any questions or topics, we are here to help via email, where support can be received from myself. Please see on the slide behind the email address that you should contact. Here at Roding Valley, we put various support systems in place to ensure students are eased into secondary school life. Firstly, our new cohorts start the academic year earlier than the rest of the school. This allows them a day to acclimatise and get their bearings with the support of staff and our wonderful YES prefects. These mentors are selected from our Year 11 cohort and work with a selected Year 7 form group throughout the year. This day will also include some baseline testing. Secondly, our Year 7s enjoy an early lunch compared to the rest of the school. They receive an extra 20 minutes where they have the full run of the canteen, pasta, bar and baguette queue, all before they make their way to their very own 3G Astro unless they choose to attend one of the many lunchtime extracurricular clubs that are on offer. We have a fantastic support network for our emotionally vulnerable students based in the hub with Mrs. Dyson, which offers a wide range of groups for students, which includes the Chatterbox workshop. This workshop supports those students who may struggle with relationships with their peers and making new friends. We also offer a fantastic health system for students to become involved in, as spoken about by Mrs. Jenner earlier. Students may enter various different competitions which are put on throughout the year. Finally, during Year 7 students' first day here at Roding Valley, we host the Challenge and Enrichment Marketplace, where they can sign up and see the wide range of extracurricular activities on offer to them. This is another great way for students to become involved in school life and to meet new people. Some of the most important staff in the transition process are the form tutors. We are fortunate to have a set of extremely strong form tutors across the school who drive our bespoke character and culture programme throughout. Our character and culture programme is run during period 1, which is a 20-minute time slot spent with tutor groups in the morning. Period 1 used to be called form time. However, the decision was made to change the name to period 1 to highlight the real importance of this time to the students. The character and culture programme teaches students essential life skills and lessons that might not be taught in the everyday curriculum. Things such as leadership, resilience, independence, organisation, relationships, which are qualities needed to succeed alongside a good set of GCSEs. This will be led by our fantastic Year 7 form tutors, who I would now like to introduce.
Hello Year 7s, my name is Miss Claire and I teach art and photography. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all when things get back to normal. So have the best summer and I'll see you soon.
Year 7s, it's Mr. Betty from Roding Valley High School. I teach science. We all do look forward to you joining our school community for the next 7 years. Good luck. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Miss Harvett and I teach maths.
Hi, I'm Mr. Wilson and I teach drama at Roding Valley High School, and we can't wait to have you join us and be part of our team. So we'll see you then.
Hi, I'm Mr. Savage and I teach music.
Hi, my name is Miss McInerney and I teach English, and we are really looking forward to welcoming you to Roding Valley this September.
Hello, I'm Miss Fazekli and I teach PE. We're really excited about you starting your 7-year journey with us and we can't wait to meet you all. See you soon.
I couldn't talk to you about the strengths of the school without mentioning the vast extracurricular programme that is offered to all students. The Year 7 students attend an extracurricular freshers fair at the beginning of the term, where all the departments and faculties in the school showcase what they have to offer in terms of clubs. Being a PE teacher, I just wanted to speak about the sports and some of the highlights and successes we have had. Our girls under 13 football team are extremely successful, having reached the quarter-finals of the National Cup and will runners-up in the Essex Cup. We have regular district success with a number of both our girls and boys football teams. Another highlight is our girls and boys under 16 tennis teams, who compete in the highest tennis league, often playing against private schools. And our girls just missed out on first place, losing to the Forest School. The Duke of Edinburgh Award has become a big feature in our sporting calendar, with over 50 students completing their Bronze Award and over 30 completing their Silver Award. We also have some of our sixth form students beginning their Gold Award, which is a fantastic achievement and great opportunity for students to become involved with throughout their Roding Valley journey. As mentioned previously, Year 7 students are supported by our wonderful Yes prefects who work alongside a Year 7 form group. They will spend 1 day a week in their form group and are a great resource for students to ask questions to and help them ease into secondary school life. Following equipment is what will be required by students to bring into school each day. A reading book is particularly important, as our literacy policy involves what we call DEAR time, drop everything and read. Students spend 20 minutes of every day reading, where they will also have access to our fantastic library facility. Here at Roding Valley, we have a very clear mobile phone policy. Students are permitted to bring their phones to school, but only for use on their journey to and from school. Mobile phones under no circumstances are to be used by students in school. If they need to contact home urgently, they should go to the student reception. If a phone is heard or seen by a member of staff, it will be confiscated. We have extremely high standards of our school uniform, which can all be purchased at Forest Casuals on the High Road in Loughton. Please take particular note on the permitted footwear allowed here at Roding Valley. We will also be holding a nearly new uniform sale in the coming weeks. More information will go out about this in due course. Our school PE kit can also be purchased at Forest Casuals. Astro or moulded stub boots are a compulsory part of the school PE kit. These are the only permitted footwear allowed on our new fantastic 3G pitches, therefore will be required. I'm truly proud to be a progress leader at Roding Valley High School, and when I read out all that we do to support your children and our students, it only confirms this even more. I understand the current situation is extremely worrying for our new Year 7 students. However, I want to reassure you that we will do our utmost to ensure the transition process is as smooth as possible, and I look forward to meeting you all soon. I'm now going to pass you back to Mrs. Jenner.
Thank you for watching our first ever online parent transition evening. We really look forward to welcoming your child to our school in September. If you've had any questions regarding this presentation, please do email us, as it says on the screen, at transitionsupport@rodingvalley.net. We will then endeavour to get any queries and reassure you with any additional information that you have. And we are going to put together a frequently asked question video that might add any further support. As I've said, we look forward to welcoming you in person, and I can't wait to meet you all and welcome you to the Roding Valley community. Take care, and thank you very much again.